Hey, I'm Andy, and we're back with Tales of Arise, and we're just going to continue right where we left off. We left the mine tunnels, and we're about to go to the question mark area. So I think we're still in the tutorial. We just more or less got introduced to battling, and we now finally see our HP. So, this stuff's burning, but we're also introduced to our character Iron Mask, which obviously will not have the Iron Mask throughout the entire game because of the pictures shown on the Steam page and all the promotional stuff. So we'll see how early the mask is gonna get destroyed. But yeah, apparently if Shion, our main female lead, gets hurt, seems like she has like a weapon core, and only Iron Mask can wield it because it burns whoever wields it and he doesn't feel pain. Land of Brimstone and Swirling Ash, Orbis Caligula.
That's
Glanamede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balsef,
Lord
self-imposed
Balsef.
ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
One could say it's a great wall.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Alright. Dang, like, even though it's all on fire and stuff, it looks pretty good. I don't know how well the recording is gonna show, but yeah, it just looks pretty good. And apparently there's different planets. Or moons, maybe? Interesting.
Be careful. If you get close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Starting at enemy battles, making contact with an enemy icon will initiate a battle. Defeating all the enemies in a given fight will earn you EXP and other. Oh, okay. Let's fight. So, like, the dodging mechanic is like really changing controls during combat. Passing that while in the menu, change your character's control mode. Okay. So, like, dodge was like okay, so that can be dodged. Like, it showed a different. Oh yeah, right bumper was attack. That was weird. Oh, I'm low on health. At least she does first aid. Wow, I already forgot some of the controls. Like, I totally forgot right bumper did attack. And we got 2 sharp fangs.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, alright?
Makes sense.
Can we fight it
Try
though?
to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
I wonder what would happen if we fight it. Like, what is it, like an unkillable thing? It seems like, I don't know. Antidote rock. A stone that keeps microbes at bay as it breaks down toxins. Storing it together with food will make that food last
What a
longer.
weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
So I guess food can be spoiled? I'm gonna try this. Oh, let's dodge.
Circle and bring them down.
Dodge? No, that wasn't too bad. Like, it made it seem like it was like super hard to kill or
Feel my
something.
precision improving.
But I had better combat with that than the 3 dogs. Oh well. Ooh, a chest. I think that's the first chest that we see. Everything else has just been like a sparkly thing. What do we have here? Life bottle 3. A miraculous medicine that heals KO for one ally during battle, as well as restores 800 health.
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it.
Okay.
I'll remember that.
What my party's health? Party's health isn't that good. So it shows Iron Mask and Shion, but not the third guy for some reason. Let's see. Strategy maybe? No. So let's do recovery. Recover all HP, because Shion's kind of hurting. Alright, that didn't cost too much. Alright, what do we have here? A campfire?
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
No, I guess we could have
That
healed from
really worked
here.
up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed.
It's fascinating that her dress still hasn't been
dirtied.
dirtied.
You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Okay then. Camping out. Resting at a campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you previously viewed.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard.
Oh, there's a
Zephyr,
thing here.
Why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Oh, really?
a Renin.
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
He's got a point.
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
That's something that a lot of people
Not sure I
nowadays
understand.
don't understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Are there going to be multiple endings?
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What do you mean?
Or the
The
core?
Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
They're called
I'm not lying,
repressed
if that's what you
memories for a
think.
reason.
Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still,
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr.
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
What about
Not gonna
Zephyr's
ask me about my
past?
past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity.
That's
If
a
you
good
remember
thing.
something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now,
Oh, look at
I think
her.
that's good enough.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, there's a lot of skits.
so this whole you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
I guess
Why
it's a
would I
good
lie
way
about it?
to
Why would you
add
care anyway?
this
No,
skits,
it's just,
like,
you know,
instead
I
of
can't
cutscenes, I
imagine what
guess,
it's
because
like,
they are
that's
technically
all.
optional, so you don't have to see them.
As a slave, I'd say it has
Does
its
she have a tan
advantages
line?
and disadvantages.
Oh?
On the upside, when Renin soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing.
Yeah,
Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize
you
it.
can still die.
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me
Yeah.
immortal or anything. Still, I wouldn't have noticed any of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead. lying.
Oh,
in a
his
ditch
jaws
somewhere.
actually move when he's talking. I don't think I noticed that before. And we can still see the downloadable content stuff. Like I said, I'm not going to use the item pack, the travel pack. I could, but I don't know. I feel like that's gonna ruin the experience. It might not ruin the experience for some people, but I don't know. Like the costumes are or whatever. I might use the costumes, but not right now. So that's a lot of skits that we have. I don't think I missed any so far. Well, let's rest.
A master core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
The jewel in her
Right.
chest.
You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they
Yeah.
have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor?
Cheaper, maybe?
Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy.
And you get that how? Oh, with the core?
They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms.
Yep,
And they're
the
doing
core.
it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored
that
in a master
Ifrit?
core.
I guess that's the wrong game.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland.
I wonder how the other
A new
people
crown
are
contest, as
gathering
they
the
call
astral
it,
energy
is held
then.
every decade or so.
Like, surely
So
they
you
can't be
see,
all be using
the master cores
slaves.
are the receptacles in which the lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I guess a master core seems to be pretty powerful.
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the master core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
Yeah.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
And then she'll become the Lord.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the 2 of you in.
Obviously, right?
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
That seems logical.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renin lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast.
Bald stuff.
Sound good?
Just the three of them. No, don't need anyone else. What's with that look, though? Wait, what? That's like yeah, that's like a nightmare. Where'd everyone go?
I've gotta hurry.
Why is she gonna die? Is she gonna die in like a certain number of certain time period or something?
Ulzebek, not far from here.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renin, you're Danon. There's no way.
There's always a
Besides,
way.
I'm from Lenegus. Trust me. Wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the same Lenegus that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renin's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renin Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started
Oh,
7 years
jeez.
ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have
I
met.
mean, we could have met
Guess not.
before. You just wouldn't remember it, right? I mean, that's what I think. But, well, now that the place isn't all burned or in flames and burning, it seems. I mean, that's still burning, but it still seems like a nice place, kind of.
I hate camping out.
I almost missed this. Antidote rock. Too bad we can't like climb trees, otherwise we could like get up to that. Alright. We're getting to know these characters' personalities, more or less. Is that water now? Oh, I should not have jumped.
Guess I misread the landing.
Did I take damage from that? I did not take damage from that, okay. So there's fishing. Yeah, carp. A hardy fish that can survive even poor water. It's best to cook it first before eating it, as consuming it raw is
You
dangerous.
should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good
Sage.
to know.
Definitely.
An herb that raises max HP when used. Highly effective. Consuming it gives the eater a burst of newfound energy. Is it temporary max HP raise, or is it a permanent thing? Like, I think I'll eventually find out, but I don't think I want to use it now, just because if it's temporary, then it seems like a waste to use it now. Watch, like I'll have the sage and however many other types of stat boosting items I'll get throughout the game, and I'll just save them until the very end. I think that's what I did with Chrono Trigger. Just so I should finish that. Yeah, wheat. Type of grain found in climates both hot and cold. When turned into flour, it can be used in a wide array of
What's this thing?
recipes. So we got 3 wheat. Is there anything else? I just jumped foolishly. Alright, let's keep going. Ooh, a sack. Apple gel. Are you telling me we can't jump down into the valley? I wonder where the This rail would have gone if it wasn't like
We're so high up.
cut off. What is that? Is that like a high level thing? I feel like we're gonna have to fight that. Maybe. Oh no, maybe not.
I don't think we can take it right now.
That's good advice. Get giant Zoogles roam across certain areas. They are very hard to fight, but you can get rare items and lots of SP if you manage to beat them. So we can try.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Mushroom, an umbrella-shaped fungus often found in moist area. This isn't a moist area. Poisonous varieties exist, meaning caution must be exercised when picking them. I feel like we can't take them. There's a lot of enemies here, actually. So let's save. Let's see if we can take. If we get wrecked, then we get wrecked. I just want to see how much
I'd steer clear of that
stronger.
Zoogle if I were you.
Damn. That weak, huh?
Like she's saying we should steer clear, which is a big sign that we're probably too weak for it. But let's save, and then we'll fight it. We're probably gonna get wrecked, but oh well. Oh, level 43. Yeah, we're way too low. Oh, jeez. One hit KO. Yeah. So what happens when we die? Recovery from a party defeat. When the party wipes out in a normal fight and loses, it costs CP to recover in that same area. While you'll still return to the same area even with no CP, you won't recover HP, meaning that retreating to accrue CP can still be wise.
I can't believe this.
Oh, I can. It's like 40 levels higher. So let's just load. So there are 2 autosaves. Okay. Alright. So now that we know, whenever your friends say it's a bit too dangerous, it usually is. Did I pick that up already? I did pick that
I'd
up
steer
already.
clear of that Zoogle if I were you.
So there's some stuff to pick up down there. So I'll fight these first.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
It's over.
You're surrounded.
Protect the healer.
Guess we gotta roll with it.
Oh, ow.
Here I go. This is it.
So does Zephyr not really have an HP bar?
This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us. You're finished. You're mine. It's over.
Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Everything's coming up.
We got a spherical shell and a heart. I wonder if there is a maximum inventory limit. I hope not, but I wonder if there is. Hey, a sack. Orange gel. A valuable medicinal gel that supplements a person's vitality when eaten. Restores 30% CP.
What's this thing?
I just said what it was. It's an orange gel. Is there nothing? Oh, I guess those are just barrels. Here, let's fight these things. Wait, what's that on the tree? Level 7 armadillo. Dodge.
You're mine. You're finished.
So it shows Shion's health on the right side.
It's over. Talon storm. It's over. Here I come.
I'm only getting started.
Swallow blade. How's this? Take this. See ya.
Alright, we that was better.
Let me know if you're struggling.
Alright, so there's a bird here. Hoo hoot! Acquire dogtail. A dogtail resembling that of a wise noble Shiba Inu that, when combined with a set of ears, makes it tempting to run around and barking everywhere. So if we find
That's an
these
unusual bird.
owls, can we find
They're
Ruth?
often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
There may be something in it for adventurers who choose to track them. Ooh. Oh, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. So that was like the outfit, I think. So we can get the dog tail. She can get the dog tail. Zephyr can't get the dog tail. Alright, we're approaching the gate. Or a gate. Let's fight these things first. Level 7 armadillos again. Oh, I didn't dodge. Jump! Ooh, that was good. Seems like the gun is more effective against the armadillos.
That was almost too easy.
Got a hard bone. Parallax stone. A stone that can relieve numbness when rubbed. Making it prized by those who have to maintain the same posture for extended periods during work. Okay then. Let's head to this gate. Uh-oh. What are we gonna... Oh, that... Oh, it's a town. That's a... I think it's a different town? Or is it the same town? I totally forgot.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renin guardsmen.
Huh.
The Renins aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
Oh, so it's a different area. Because the other place
So
was
this is
littered
where
with
the next safe
guards.
house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr! Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
Okay then. There's a lot of people to talk to. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? Sure. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be the one and only Iron Mask of all people. Wow, anyway, there's a lot I need to probably fill you in on. Is there anything you want to know? This is Ulzbek. It's Danan Enclave. Plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Moscow, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we made it our headquarters. Our friends have made it back from the old Zion mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifices won't be in vain. Oh, are you surprised? Of course, you're the famous tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. It's no wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Okay. What's in here? Bro, what happened to you? Your brother bit off more than he could chew. It's no use, but I can't take on those Bright Eyes. I can. Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? I hope those armored soldiers don't stick around here either, and they leave just like they did in Moscow. These chickens had just laid their eggs. Where's the eggs? Oh, that's what they took them. Okay. That's why you look so down. I mean, I guess everyone here looks a little bit down. Alright. So I've been thinking of joining up with the Crimson Crows. You? With them? What can you do? Your body's so weak. I can still fight. I have to. It's for our kids, to give them a future. You got to understand. Where are your kids? Alright, so there's a second floor here. Oh, are these the kids? Maybe? I'm short on both supplies and manpower over here. Guess I got no choice but to ask the Crimson Crows for help again. I mean, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Do they pay the Crimson Crows? I mean, they know that they're slaves, so I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, I can't jump over this? Lame. Come on, quit standing around talking. We've got the water to carry. You saw those Crimson Crow members. They were hurt. Those Bright Eyes must have got them. I wonder if we're next. You know, Dad says Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. So maybe if I find things... I'm gonna just stay in this pool.
What's this doing here?
We got an apple gel. So we're supposed to go that way. I assume that this means that, yeah, it's an inn. Be careful if you choose to go out. There's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead. Okay then. Do I go in here? No, I think I go up here. The wastelands are inhabited by nothing but Zoogles for miles. If you don't have business out there, stay far, far away. Are you telling me I shouldn't get involved with the Crimson Crows, old man? You're dang right I am. Back when I was your age, we had people who were doing the same things as them folks, and nothing's changed. Nothing. If the Bright Eyes found out we got a Crimson Crow hiding among us, you can... You can be sure there'll be hell for everyone to pay back in Oldspec. She's right. They'll kill us all, each and every one of us. You know how they operate. Exactly. I'd give it a second thought before you do something we all regret. So much I hate to admit it, they're both right. I hate the Renans as much as everyone else, but trying to fight them is suicide. There's only one way it's going to end for them, Crimson Crows, and it ain't going to be pretty. Just give it up. It's hopeless against the Renans. Okay. All this dark talk just makes today's work that much harder to get through than it already is. I'm out on patrol and suffers orders. You can never be too careful when dealing with Bright Eyes. If any of us sense even a whiff of trouble, all we have to do is give the signal and everyone can hide immediately. Where? Where are they gonna hide? These are rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're going to have some, just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks, I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here and they'll somehow expect us to keep them fed on next to nothing. By all means, your kids are more welcome to have them. It makes the risk we take getting these rations that much more worthwhile. That's cool. Glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. I think I got everything. Probably need to keep an eye on those mini events some more though, on the bottom right.
You made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head to head with Balsef.
I feel like this is gonna be a bad time.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is. We've all been waiting for this day for far too long.
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime, yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
One doesn't get dirtied ever and one's just singed. It's in rags.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
Is that where she's gonna dye her hair pink? Alright, I guess it's a little bit pink right now.
Ta-da! I told you, it fits
Oh,
like a
jeez.
dream.
What's her outfit?
I'm afraid we don't have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
That look on her face.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin.
Well, I mean, it's just
Let's
clothes.
play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he
I
says?
don't think wearing.
He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
I don't think wearing different clothes will, basically change who you are. Ocean blue battle garb. Ocean blue clothing received from Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. Oh, Zephyr left the party.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
Yeah.
No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danons that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renin's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renins,
So even in
do all of them
inaction,
think about things the way you do?
they're
I won't
contributing.
deny that among my fellow Renins, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me.
Really?
I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
But you're gonna use power to get whatever it is that you need to do. So, kind of like a catch-22, I think. Are we really gonna bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renin lady friend? I'm not sure I like the odds. Well, if Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. We would just have to trust them. Nate's still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. So let's see if we keep the same... Actually, let's recover first. So outfits... Oh, so we actually do keep the ragged clothes. That's cool. It doesn't disappear. Or I mean, maybe it's because we still have it in our equipment. Like, in our equipment inventory. So maybe that's why we can still use it as cosmetics, but I'm not sure. I'll probably have to like sell something and find out if it works that way, but it is what it is. You're not the only new here. You don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you got any questions, ideally we'd like to drive with the Renins, but as I'm sure you know, they get us a little like outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Although apparently our big chance is right around the corner, if Zephyr and the rest are able to be believed. The Red Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking their zoogles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take... I mean, I did take them head on, and so we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad to have you two on board with us. We could use all the help that we can get. Alright, Ozbek is one of the enclaves where Danon slaves live. It's mostly responsible. Yeah, I get that. That doesn't hurt. Nobody's a fan of the Bright Eyes either. The big planet in the sky is there. Oh, so it's like the Earth, and this is the moon, maybe? Well, the smaller object is Lenegus, their stronghold, and where the bright eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them bright eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? I mean, mine kinda does too. Likewise, they love to call us embeddeds, since we're all embedded with the spirit core as soon as we're born. Oh, so it's... you're born with it. They don't implant it inside of you? But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig theirs out. It's our way of showing we were not slaves to anybody any longer. What if they grow back? Can they grow back? I don't think they can grow back. The big shot Renans in charge, the lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. Yeah, I didn't know what Zoogles are, but I'll ask. Zoogles are the monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know that they're all nasty and real dangerous. There are also fair ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of these escape from their keepers. We call those strays. Alright, one left. And what the Bright Eyes refers to the power that they use. They're basically like a kind of magic. Danans can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans as much of a pain to deal with as their Zoogle pets. Okay. The other members and I are going to devise a plan of attack. I have to let them know that I intend to make you guys the centerpiece of the whole operation. Okay. Let's see what's up here. Not much. That takes care of that, or that takes care of that and that. I guess that leaves this right here. I have to hurry and treat it before it gets bad. All okay? Oh, there is something over there. Up here. I heard a hoot. I heard a hoot. There you are. Good thing you don't, like, run away when I'm dashing towards you. Rabbit ears. Rabbit ears that project innocence. They look big enough to pick up even the quietest conversation. So, that distinct hoot hoot is a good...
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
It's a good indication that there's one nearby. And I don't think they're going to leave until we actually interact with them. This position's good because you can keep it on every entrance from here. In a worst case scenario, we can flee along the mountains too. That's how much Zephyr has thought this whole operation out. He's the leader of our organization for a reason. What if they just start dropping... what if they just start dropping like guides and whatnot during then? I don't know. There's something here. I don't know what it means. Maybe it's in the bottom. This might be the thing. Yeah, right. I think I chose the wrong house too. Oh, so this is the quest. So I think I'll continue that later in the next part. It's a good exploring the town, get the lay of the land first. And yeah, we found out there are, like, I guess not world bosses, but bosses that are super hard when you first encounter them, but are probably gonna be super easy once you return with the proper skill, maybe. But anyways, let's check this house. Oh, that's that house. So yeah, this has been another part of Tales of Arise. We went to a new city, and we're about to get another quest. A lot of reminiscing around the campfire, but so I don't know if other campfires are going to have the same amount or if it's going to be reduced. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this. We also changed our look, or I changed our look. The Shion still has that dress, so yep, until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.